Ready?
Ready?
Okay. Today's the 30th of March 2018. Tell us your name.
My name's Russell.
Louder.
My name's Russell.
Russell what lah?
Russell Leroy Chok.
And do you know what your name means, Russell?
Rusty hair in the French origin.
That's it. Is that what it means? Rusty hair.
Yeah.
That seems about right. And do you know why they gave it to you? Did it belong to your grandparents?
No, because my mom liked that name.
And she never told you why?
She said she just liked it. As for the Leroy, she also liked the Leroy. I don't. Yeah, they just told me they just liked it.
And your brother's name is Dave.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
Honored son.
Is that right?
Or honored. Or I think it's just honored.
Just honored.
Yeah.
Okay, and how old are you?
28.
When were you born?
November 9, 1989.
Took a while to think about it, huh? So how old are you again? 28.
Yeah.
28. And what's your earliest memory? See, it works better when I just ask you and don't let you prepare for the questions.
Earliest memory.
Yeah, your earliest memory. If you think about it, you can change your mind tomorrow, but
Maybe when I was in the cot and my grandma was putting me to bed.
knocking you out now.
I think so.
Okay. What kind of childhood did you have? Were you a happy child? Was it a hard childhood? Did you all have
Yeah.
enough to eat,
I guess very Asian childhood. You know, don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that. In order to do this, you have to become that. But maybe that's later on when I went to school. Before nursery, it was quite fun. It's always at home. Always, I mean, where else could I go, right? Always with the maid.
Your parents worked, right?
Parents worked. Very sheltered, I guess. Didn't really go out a lot.
Okay. Talk about your family. How many of them are there in your family? How many members of your family are there?
4 of us. Mum, my dad, and my youngest brother. Brother's 4 years younger than me. So I remember that when I was born, I used to live in the room where my mum and dad lives now. And when my brother was born, I remember helping my parents to shift the furniture up and down so that I can take over their room and they can come to mine. And this is because they wanted my brother and I to have the bigger room, and it's easy access for us to the toilet. And if there's anything, they can just walk over and do something.
So in other words, your parents actually just gave up their master bedroom to you and your brother.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. What does family mean to you?
Ohana. Family means the 4 of us together. To me it just means mom, dad, mommy, papa, and Dave and myself.
Yep.
And being together, that's family.
Okay. And I mean, you see just about everybody has a family, right? There are
Yeah.
many different versions of family.
Yeah.
Some families are, they seem to work better than others. Some are more complicated.
Yeah.
Some are batshit crazy.
Yeah.
But your family, how has that impacted you? I mean, you're 28 now,
Yeah.
so you've had some time to look back and basically evaluate your young life. The
Still
person
young.
who you are, how much of that is because of your family?
I think right up till I was 12, 13, that was the upbringing. And after that, it's more on my
Which was what? Were your parents strict?
parents were strict about studies, about school. I joined the service when I was in primary 4, so I must have been 10 years old.
Servers being the altar boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my dad was also very active in church. So my upbringing was very. There were a lot of discussions on church and religion at home, but it was just between me and my dad. So in that kind of spiritual upbringing, it's just the two of us, and of course with Father Tay. And as I grew up older, that part of my life, that upbringing, came more from the church, the service, my friends in the service, and my dad. My mom was always there. My mom was always there to support, and she's always very prayerful. But you know, as we grew older, we were always in school, and we were always in church. So family time, in that sense, went down, but church time went up.
So that's quite interesting. Talking about your family leads you to talk about your time in church. You joined the Altar Boys, what, 1998?
About there, 7 or 8, yeah.
So you were 10 years old. Why did you join the Altar Boys?
It was after my grandmother's funeral. I can't remember whether it was a month or two after that, and I was sleeping in bed. My dad was the chairman of the PPC in Holy Trinity.
Yeah, when you use these terms like PPC and Father Tay, you got to assume that people who are watching this don't know what that means.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like Father Tay was the parish priest of the church. PPC is?
So Father Tay was the parish priest. PPC is the parish pastoral council, which is like the volunteer council in church, and they spearhead all the community service and the activities that they do for the church itself. So as to why I joined the service, it was just because I was sleeping one night. I woke up and I just told my dad I wanted to join. Why? Can't really recall why, but I just felt like joining. I saw what they did in the church. I saw what Father Tay did, and I said maybe I want to be like that. I want to be like him, or want to be like them on the altar. And that's why I joined the service.
And how long were you an altar boy?
For about 14 years.
14 years. That's quite a long time.
Yeah. About 10 to 24.
When you joined at 10, did you know anybody in the altar boys?
I only knew my cousins, Aaron and Edwin.
Okay. So they had joined before you, a couple years before you.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting. From family, you led straight into church, and you bypassed school. But let's talk.
And these characters range from, those people come from lower income families to those people who are in higher income families, and people like me who are in middle income families. So that widened my scope on learning about society.
So you were quite sheltered in St. Pat's in the sense that you hung out with people who were like-minded to you, maybe same family background, religious beliefs. Then when you went to poly, you saw a wider variety of Singaporeans, right?
Yeah.
Did you make friends?
Yeah, I made friends with all of them, but I stayed in contact with my Indian friends.
Okay, back to your friends, right? I have a list of questions here which you can't see. Okay, if you had to take one lesson with you from your family, what would it be?
Religion. Yeah. Because for some reason, religion binds.
Let me just clarify. When you say religion, do you mean that you must have some religion, or your belief in Catholicism?
I think more on the teaching of religion, because the teaching of religion, and in my case Catholicism, brought my family together, and we always prayed together. No. We always prayed together, and it was always enforced by my mom and dad.
So religion.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the one thing you would take from religion? One lesson.
To love one another. That's the lesson I learned personally, and from a family, and what my family taught me rather.
Okay. From school and from church, you built up a circle of friends. Talk about your friendships. Are they important to you? Do they make a difference in your life? Do you think that it would be easier not to have friends? As I am often apt to say, do you think that they make a difference in your life, or is it just part of the social construct that you must have some friends so you don't end up looking like a loser? You know, what do you think?
I think friends came to me as early in my days I never really thought about friends, but I think friends came to me friends came to me more like a family, more, I won't say similarities or differences, but it really felt more family-like. Initially, when you make friends, or rather when I make friends, it's fun, it's new, it's exciting. Meeting new people is naturally fun and exciting.
I don't agree, but carry on.
I mean, in my younger days, but okay, never mind. Still young. So, meeting friends is fun and exciting. I mean, meeting new people, learning new things, and slowly we get together, and slowly something forms, and that thing that formed is friendship. So, what's the question again?
Are they important? Do they make a difference in your life?
So,
do
yes.
you think friendship is important?
So yes, friends do make an impact in my life. They make a difference in my life, and yes, they're important. This importance I only started to learn later on. I mean, initially it's just like friends. Like we just came across each other's path because we are in the same school or we are in the same church. But after you leave school or after you leave church, after this basis of establishments disappear, that's when the true bond of friendship stays. And only after that, then that's when I learned that friendships are important, because they come as a family and they stick by as a family. So I have a few group of friends, and I mentioned church and school. So I've got these two groups, and these two groups really stayed even though after I left school and after I left church. As for friends beyond, I have some international friends from my travels, and it is nice to have them. It's always fun to talk to them. I would say they're important to me also, because I treat them as a human being and as someone whom I want to mix around with and be around with, and someone whom I want to attribute to their life. So
attribute what to their life?
Attribute anything, like give them happiness, joy. Not sure about sadness, but be part of their life. So to me, that's what friends is: being part of their life and something that I can give towards them or to them. Sorry.
Okay. Do you have a philosophy on life? Do you have something that you think about life that moves you forward, that helps you live day to day? A philosophy. It may be from your religion, it may be from your family, it may be something that you have come up with.
I guess for me, my philosophy, I didn't have a philosophy till recently, but having said that, I do not know whether I will change it. I might.
Yeah, because we evolve, right?
Yeah. And right now my philosophy is to live life to the fullest, and be the best that to be the best version of myself every day. It's not easy to follow, because I always question myself, what is the best version? Then I always fall back to just live my life to the fullest and enjoy myself for who I am, and to be myself for who I am so I can be myself for others. That's my current philosophy.
So would you say that is also your goal in life for now? Or do you have, or what are your goals in life? Okay, the guy cycling behind Russell just fell off the bike, but unfortunately Russell's body blocked that shot. That would have been amazing. Okay, so what are your dreams? What's your goal in life? I'll give you an example. My goal in life is to live.
I think that's everybody's goal in life, to not die. My goal in life is to...
For now, of course, because goals change.
Yeah. My goal in life is to be happy, to learn about myself, and to be happy for myself, with myself, and for others. And one of my other goals is also to find love.
To what?
What?
It's okay, I can go back and rewatch that. I need to repeat that.
To find love.
To find love.
Not in the wrong places
I'm
though.
so tempted to ask you to define love, but I think we'll leave that for another day. Okay, let's shift focus and talk about other things like your hobbies. You've been traveling quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you started cooking now.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, so my
You want to talk about your two hobbies, or do you have any others? Like reading, I know you love to read.
So one of my favorite hobbies is exploration, thus traveling, learning new things. And it could be anything from, to learn new things that I feel that I will like, hence learning more about myself. So, Edward mentioned that I like to cook. To be honest,
I'm Edward.
To be honest, I only started cooking last December. That was 3 months ago. Before that, I really had no clue how to cook. I'll go to barbecues and, I'll ask, is the chicken done? I don't know what's happening. I just know how to do the fire, and that's it. So what interests me about cooking now is that, it's something that I can produce and something I can give to others to share, and that will make people happy, or I think. I don't know whether they really like my cooking or not, but so far so good. And that's why I also like to read, because through reading I find out new things rather, through watching, and I like to YouTube a lot. I like to YouTube on travel, cooking, eating new things. Why do I like to travel? I like to travel because I learn something new about the place. I also learn, at the same time, I learn something new about myself. And what I find about learning something new about myself is, being in Singapore, I feel that every day is a schedule. Every day is the same. I wake up in the morning, I go to work, I do the same thing. I know what I have to do. I know what is around me. But when I go to another country, let's say Croatia or Italy or New Zealand, those are the countries that I've been to. Tahiti.
Indonesia, Thailand.
Yeah.
If we're gonna list them all for you.
So these countries, they are so different from Singapore in the sense that their public transport is different. Their people live in a different environment, because coming from HDB and living in Singapore, everything is so everything is very together. We think about each other.
You think so?
For the friends that I'm with lah.
Okay.
But when I go to another country, I found that people in this place, due to geography, they live in a spatial environment. They live in single houses which are apart from each other, and yet they can still be happy. So what I'm trying to say is, I learned that there are different dimensions of life, and there's more to life than there's more to life rather. And that's what I like about traveling.
Okay. So the serious part is over. There's a interview technique which I've seen people do, where they ask a series of questions, very simple questions, basic questions, which you answer without thought. I made up a list of just 7 simple questions. So shall we do that?
Oh, now okay.
Yeah, now.
I thought that was just now.
No. What's your favorite color? It's supposed to be answered quickly.
Wow, I got so many.
Pick one.
Hot pink.
Hot pink.
Now it's hot pink.
It's a disturbing image.
Why?
What's your favorite word?
What? I want to say llamas.
That's fine. Llamas, as in the animal. What's your favorite curse word?
Hongkan.
Okay. What's your favorite sound?
Water.
What, like
Waves. Waterfall.
Okay. I'm quite sure that'll be something that a number of people will say. This one will be hard. If your life was a song, what song do you think it would be?
Oh, Tunnel of Love.
Tunnel of Love. Dire Straits.
Yeah, Dire Straits.
Why?
Because it's quite fun. You go in a carousel, you just play the rides, and then you fall in love. It's a nice love story.
I'm surprised it took you less than half a second to think of that. Okay. And finally, what do you want people to say at your funeral? Before you answer, let me tell you what I want people to say at my funeral. I want them to come to my funeral and then scream in delight, "He's alive!" So what do you want people to say at your funeral?
You're not gonna kill me now, right?
No. That's you. That's what you would do.
What would I want people to say?
Basically, how would you want to be remembered? If at all.
He's a happy guy.
He was a happy guy, you mean?
Is lah, if that can happen.
So you want to be remembered as someone who was happy?
Yeah.
It has been 27 minutes and 26 seconds. A simple interview. Thank you very much.
Oh, that did too fast.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody else. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.